I want to tell you about the best purses to have in the ninth grade. When you start looking for a purse to carry the most important thing to take to school, which is your rat. We did not have, cell phones, and any makeup, which was just basically a tube of your darkest, blackest eye makeup you could find, which worked for everything. And those kinds of things could fit into your pockets of your, studded leather jacket, the one with the skull painted on the back. But purses were really for your rat. So you needed to get one of those big ones, those like 1950s bags, those super Texas grandma bags, like with the Texas grandma with the big hair and the kind of bejazzled, puffy paint, sweat shirt. Yeah, because of course you had to take your rats. This is just a random picture of a couple of rats from back then, but they didn't really live in a cage. This is a little deceiving because really they just lived in our pockets or down our shirts or, kind of tucked into your bra. Here, in fact, is my 10th grade school picture. Because black lipstick and braces are a great look for everybody. But as you can see, there's a couple of rats there. There's one here and there's one here. I won't tell you their names because they were a little dirty because I was a teenager and very rebellious, if you can imagine. But rats pretty much went everywhere we did. That same year, here's a couple of pictures of girlfriends with rats. More girlfriends. These are just taken in like photo booths in Copenhagen. This is when I was living in Copenhagen with rats. That's me on top, of course. Oh, and of course, in case you didn't get it, this one here, that's my lovely mohawk. But even when I came back to Austin, the year after I lived in Denmark for a year, my mother, who was just totally awesome, called the photo place, and she's like, my daughter and her little friends, they're so lovely, and I would love to have pictures taken of them with their pets. Can you do that? Do you do pets? And they said, oh, absolutely, yeah, you can bring them in. They dogs, they cats. My mom said, no, they're rats. They have their rats. And they said, oh, yeah, sure, we can do that. Go ahead and bring them in. So my little friends and I, all on our best behavior, got all our rats together, and we went to the Olin Mills studios. And we walked in the door, and they said, oh, where are the rabbits? And my mother said, rabbits? And they was like, yeah, you said they have rabbits on the phone, the bunnies. And we're like, no, rats. And of course, that's me in the middle. And then friends, my best friends from high school. And there's a rat there on Natalie's shoulder, and I think I see another rat there on Fred's shoulder, and I have a rat on my shoulder. I don't know if you can see that. I'm sure there's another rat like running around in Jennifer's t-shirt or something. Yeah, that's what purses were for. They were for rats. And the bigger they were, because you could get bedding in there, and you could get water in there and food. So they had to be those really big 50s bags with the wooden bottoms. And the best brand for that was called Jewel Bouquet. And they would sometimes have roosters or fire hydrants or some funny little London scene on the front or Paris scene, and they would have sparkly rhinestones and plastic jewels and stuff like that all over the top. They were the best purses for rats. Definitely. So when you grow up and you want to start carrying the important grown-up stuff with you to school and be a real lady, you go out and you get you a Jewel Bouquet purse and you carry your rats.